I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. After successfully testing the hole saw, I remembered that I had another drill press back in the storeroom. Storeroom is a great thing to have, but things get lost back there. It's not that big either. There's just a lot of stuff in it. But anyways, I decided that what I wanted to do is see if I could cut out a saw blade that would be strong enough to cut plastic, which doesn't take a lot. I mean, it's fairly easy to do. And make it out of something that I had in plenty, which is 1/8 inch plate steel from a failed project. And if I can make it so that it'll cut plastic and make it so that I can make the cutter blades out of basically scrap, that's going to be a good thing. Now it's still cold it's still cold outside, and I really don't want to be out in the garage unless I have to be. So I will be testing that procedure down here. Now this drum motor was one that came from a garage sale, and it has a tremendous amount of cord on it. But I hesitate to take the cord off because you just never know when you might need a drill motor with a really great heavy-duty cord on it that'll reach 20 feet. And I see that there's a little damage to this cord too. I don't know, maybe I got an ozone generator down here or something that's causing the rubber to fail. Certainly not UV light because I don't do any welding down here. And it's normally dark as the dickens down here when I don't have the lights on. Need to put a little wedge in there to hold that drill motor up. Well, we're close, but we're not quite there. Now this doesn't have to be exactly perfectly vertical, but as long as I'm doing it, I might as well do it right. That's pretty close. I got it almost perfect this way, and I'm out about 20 thousandths that way. But my setup is loose enough And I don't think I'm going to get it any closer than that, because as I spin the chuck, it goes in and out. So I think my range of motion is just about 15 thousandths. Something that I'm going to want to do is clamp this down. Now I have the drill press put together. I want to set up a way to make a saw out of this plate steel. Now what I'm doing, taking the measurement from the center of the drill bit to the inside of the tooth. And I'm doing a rough guess because this isn't that important to decide exactly on. What I'm doing right now is trying to get the largest number of discs cut out from this piece of steel that I can, that has holes in the places that I want them and not in the places I don't. So I have to let this sit and dry now. We'll come back to it in a minute. Well, the die comes dry now. Probably should clean off my bench, but I'm in the middle of an R&D project here and I want to keep going. Okay, if I put a prick mark right here, and I can use that to act as the center for my compass, and use this set of dividers as a compass to scratch a nice circle in there. Now I'm thinking I want to use 1/2-inch holes. That'll give me a nice size drilled hole. Plenty of chip clearance because I want to have the chips fall through. You know, I'm thinking I might want to go with a smaller hole. Put pencil marks on here so I don't have to redo my dicum again. If I go with 3/8, it's going to give me a hole just about that big. Won't weaken the material. It'll give me a good clearance on the chip. Drill 4 holes, 3/8 of an inch in diameter. That'll give me 4 teeth on this little blade. The more teeth I give myself, the faster it's going to cut. Because the idea is to make a chip. I want to knock a chip out of a piece of plastic. So 4 teeth are going to cut 4 times and make it 4 times as many chips per revolution. I think that's actually a workable project. Once again, this is a piece of scrap. It's 1/8-inch steel. Do I need to cut the plastic that small? No. But that's the size scrap piece that I have laying here. And waste not, want not. If I find that 1/8 inch is too small, that I have more power available to me, that I don't need to make such a small chip, I can always go with a thicker plate. I got a 3/8 hole right there all the way around. Now I want to drill these 3/8 holes first. I want to drill the 3/8 holes first. That way when I cut through it with a hole saw, I'll end up with teeth fully formed. I should be able to just cut a little relief ahead of the tooth and have everything all set to go. I'll use this backer and then just drill the holes through with a hand drill. The 3/16 is just to give me a pilot hole. Okay, looks like we're ready to go. We'll give it a trial run. Now we'll see just exactly how it looks cut. Well, not a perfect cutout. I can see that these holes could have been out just a little bit more, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. This one's going to have to be pretty much hand cut anyways. Making a lot more work for myself by doing this in the basement. This drill press is not anywhere near as good as the one out in the garage. Functions, but it's not anywhere near as good. Because this drill motor was old when I got it. Well, I was able to drill the holes for the teeth. I want to mount this on an arbor and put it in the lathe and true up the outside of it. The hole saw does a good job of making a rough cut, and I think I want to just do the hole saw and then bore this out to 1/2 inch in the center using the hole created by the hole saw. Then once I have it in the lathe, turn the outside to be concentric, and then go in here and shape these teeth with a file and a grinder. Now I'm working with a glove on a lathe, but I have the lathe unplugged, and I'm working with this sharp edged piece of scrap metal. Now the easiest way for me to center a piece in the lathe is to just run the tailstock up against it. Then I've got it locked down on center on the existing hole, and I can just bring the jaws of the chuck down to it. I don't have to be fiddling with indicators, because this is going to be really close, and in the grand scheme of things in this project, really close is good enough. There we go. Okay, gloves off. Lathe plugged in. Now we're drilled for a 1/2 inch arbor. With the plate drilled, it's ready to go out and be ground. Now, I'm going to do that out in the garage. That cutoff wheel just makes too much dust and smoke. I'm not going to do it in the basement. So I'll do that, and I'll also work on the bearing mount for the drill press too. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.